welcome back to the Motivational Drive. This is Joe. I was doing some thinking and I thought of an old motivational technique somebody else taught me. So I worked for a company and we used to have to do motivational sessions, and it was all the team leaders would have to do that. So of course I did that with other people, but I got to learn from their inspiration and learn from the lessons that they had. So one of the guys and one of the other team leaders, he did a motivational session on emotions and focus. So what he did was, we had a really big whiteboard, like 15 feet long or something like that. It was huge, but all across the whiteboard he wrote words. Some of them were emotions, some of them I guess would be states of being, but he wrote, joy and passion and enthusiasm and success, but then he wrote pain and sorrow and failure, and so he wrote a bunch of different things on the board. And then what he would do is he would call everybody to a place in the room, and one at a time, and he handed us a paper towel roll, an empty paper towel roll, so that we could use it like a periscope and look at the board. And he told us to look at the board and to pick a word. So we would look around and we would pick that word, and you'd hold that up, you'd close your other eye, and you'd have to focus on one particular word. Now, he would stop you when you were on a word. Let's say I picked joy. And he would say, all right, now focus on joy inside. Think of joy. And you would start to think of joy. And he would say, think of something that makes you really joyful, really excited. And for whatever reason, the top of my brain, I just thought about amusement parks right now. I could have picked a million things, but pictured myself at the top of a roller coaster about to go down, right? Pure joy and bliss, hands up. So as you thought about that, you would let the emotion start to wash over you. And then he would say, all right, and then he would pick a different word, and you'd pick a different word, and eventually you'd land on a negative word, maybe sorrow. And he would say, think of something that makes you sad. What fills you with sorrow? And you would stop and think about something that made you filled with sorrow. Maybe the death of a pet or a loved one, or something negative in your life. And when you would allow the negative emotion to wash over you, you would be brought down by sorrow. And he went through the whole thing with everybody, and it really made an impact, because everybody got to see very clearly, before he even made his point, that whatever you focus on, you amplify. You bring it into being, and you gather it until it creates a larger impact on you. And that's what his whole moral of his story was, that if you take the time and you put blinders on and you only focus on a certain emotion, it takes over. And so if you have the choice, which we all do, if you have the choice, why not focus on the states of being that are amazing, that are great, that are fantastic, feel joy and pride in your work and passion and success, and focus on those, because you'll amplify those. You'll make those feelings greater in your life, and you'll let them wash over you more. And the opposite is true. If you spend a lot of your time thinking about failure or sorrow, or I don't want to get into the sorrow because that's not what this is about, but we can find a million reasons to feel all the negative emotions. So instead of focusing on the negative emotions, instead of putting blinders on and putting that one emotion right in front of you, maybe start thinking about a different emotion that you want to focus on. And so just talked a minute ago about I used the word amplify, and that's what I want to get back to. Amplify, because it's true. If you harness something, if you take some time and really focus on it and harness that energy, you'll amplify it. You'll make it stronger. And other people can do this to you as well. So, let's think of like two examples. You've got the negative. If you have a negative friend who's always negative or always bringing the worst up, and you spend time with them, you're going to notice that you feel a little more drained. You're going to have more negative energy. You're not going to really feel fantastic. But then think about like fighters or people that are about to go do sports, right? They get all hyped up and they hype each other up. They get all excited. Oh, we're gonna go crazy! Oh, and, like a football team, and they all go running out at the same time, and they're jumping, and they're going crazy. They hype each other up. The emotion that they're all feeling and that they're all giving themselves over to wholeheartedly has a contagious effect. And not only does it ramp themselves up, but it ramps everybody else up around them. They can get a whole stadium of people on their feet cheering, excited, ready to go, through amplified emotion. And so if you've never thought about that before, you never thought about that in that way, now that you are thinking about amplified emotion, what kind of emotions do you amplify? Stressful emotions, negative emotions, worrying emotions, anxiety, fear. Are these the things that you're focusing on, spending more time dwelling on, giving energy to, heightening them up? So, be mindful. And if you've noticed you've put yourself in a bad state of mind, switch gears, get over to a good state of mind, and start to think about amplifying those good emotions. You can do it. It's very, very, very doable. We all can. Tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, but the next time I make a video, I want to make a video on a technique that can really help how you see yourself and can really, I guess, tap into your ability to start amplifying emotion and start realizing how easy it is to amplify emotion. If it's easy to amplify emotion and you know you can learn to do it, why wouldn't you spend time amplifying the good emotions? So that's the trick that I want to teach you. And so stay tuned, because the next one we're going to do, it's called NLP. It's an NLP technique, neuro-linguistic programming. It's just a different way of thinking to access emotions differently and to take control of your own mind a little bit better. So we'll do that next time. This time was about amplifying emotions and allowing yourself to feel good emotions and making them as big as possible. Whenever you feel bad emotions, diminish those. Don't give them a lot of thought. Don't give them a lot of credence. And you'll start to see things flip around a little bit when you start paying more attention to the good and not giving any energy to the bad. So that was my message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one, because it's going to be a big one. If you tend to beat yourself up emotionally, or if you tend to almost be your own worst enemy, I'm going to help you look at yourself in a new perspective, and I think you're going to like it. So stay tuned for the next one. This is the Motivational Drive. I'm signing off. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notify button, hit the like button, hit the share button. That's a lot of buttons. But I have faith in you. I think you can do it. And you'll help me out. And you'll get notified when I make one of these videos, which might help you out. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.